Hi, Anya. Star 106 hits. Happy Tuesday, everybody, and welcome to the Tuesday edition. Free your mind, Trapsy Tuesday, brought to you courtesy of KFC. Thank you to Collect. They're giving you 5,000 more reasons to celebrate the 50th and the independence of the Bahamas. Yes, Collect is doing it, giving away $1,000 a week. Yep, I'll tell you more about that. Thank you to Cost Right, where membership definitely has its privileges. Thank you to Pinder Tile. Thank you to, of course, the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources, Family Island Affairs. Thank you to Halliburton's Vitamin C, now distributed by Lightborns Trading. Make sure, you stop on into your nearest pharmacy, food store, gas station, wherever, and get your Halliburton's. Drop one of those 1,000 milligrams of Everessence, 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. Boost up your immunity today. Thank you to Muffler World, as well as, I did say, Pinder Tile. All right. So with that said, good afternoon to everybody locked and loaded. We are Star 106, 106.5 on the FM band. Thank you to everybody that's locked and loaded on channel 976 on cable. And of course, to the Facebook faithfuls, we're Star 106 and Natural Empress on Facebook. All right. Let's get right into it. boy, I tell you hear things when you ain't even listen. You know what I mean? So on my way to work, I got a story that I thought I'd bring to you guys based on the fact that the person was asking me, what they thought I should do. And I was like, okay, you know what? Situations like this, I always take it to the people, get a very vast, you know, a bundle of ideas, as to how to handle situations. One thing stands to be true, and it's funny that I heard a very interesting. I guess it was sent to me as a WhatsApp message, and it basically spoke about the fact that life has changed so much, which we all know. But there's no more loyalty. There's just focus on all the wrong things. As a matter of fact, I'll play an excerpt of it. Here we go.
A young man asked his grandfather, "Grandpa, how did you live in the past without technology? Without computers, without drones, without bitcoins, without internet connection, without TVs, without air conditioners, without cars, without mobile phones?" Grandpa answered, "Just as your generation lives today. No prayers, no compassion, no respect, no GMRC, no real education, poor personality. There is no human kindness, there is no shame, there is no modesty, there is no honesty. We, the people born between the years 1930 to 1980, were the blessed ones. Our lives are a living proof. While playing and riding a bike, we have never worn a helmet. After school, we did our homework ourselves, and we always played in meadows until sunset. We played with real friends, not virtual friends. If we were thirsty, we would drink from the fountain, from the waterfalls, faucet water, not mineral water. We never worried and get sick, even as we shared the same cup or plate with our friends. We never gained weight by eating bread and pasta every day. Nothing happened to our feet despite walking barefoot. We never used food supplements to stay healthy. We used to make our own toys and play with them. Our parents were not rich. They gave us love, not material gifts. We never had a cell phone, DVD, PSP, game console, Xbox, video games, PC, laptop, internet chat. But we had true friends. We visited our friends without being invited and shared and enjoyed the food with their family. Parents lived nearby to take advantage of family time. We may have had black and white photos, but you can find colorful memories in these photos. We are a unique and the most understanding generation, because we are the last generation that listened to their parents, and we are also the first ones who were forced to listen to their children. We are limited edition. Take advantage of us, learn from us. We are a treasure destined to disappear soon.
Wow. Doesn't that stand to be true? Loyalty is gone. All the realness is gone. And I think after talking to Dr. E last week, Wednesday, we realized, at least I got a clearer understanding as to why it is that people are just so comfortable in being nobody's dedicated to any type of relationship anymore. Now, when you do find those that are still faithful, those that still believe in marriage, those that believe in being in monogamous, um, of course, relationships, then God bless those, because they're far and few between. But the question is, if everybody is doing it and it now becomes the norm, just the same way, let's look at something as simple as a tablet. You give a baby a tablet from, or you give them your cell phone from as early as one. Some people do it even before. And that becomes their entertainment. That becomes their teacher. That becomes their way of life. If the power cuts, which it will, they lose internet, they totally, totally trip out. Like, they cannot function. So it stands to be true that they are totally dependent on social media. They're totally dependent on just TV, games, all of these things as a form of entertainment. Long gone are the days as well of people really honoring relationships. But my question is, now that it's become the norm for everybody to just mix and mingle and it's a free for all, if you find yourself in a situation where somebody is giving you some insight on somebody being unfaithful, the question is, do you tell? Since everybody doing it, you know it's the norm. Would you tell, especially if it is somebody that's close to you? Let's say sister, brother. It could be even your child, just somebody who's close to you. If you found out that something is going on, would you tell, or would you just hold it to self? Because at the end of the day, some people are of the belief right now that everybody's doing it, so it don't make sense. It does not make logical sense. And this is what somebody said to me a while ago. They said, you know what, it really possibly don't make sense to say anything, simply because they probably end up still together and you look like the bad guy, simply because everybody's doing it. You're not going to find anybody who is faithful anymore. What's your take on that? 3288164 is the number to call, or you can simply type your comments right here on our Facebook page. We're Star 106 and Natural Empress, because everybody's doing it. Why tell? Or the question is, do you tell? All right. So this person that came to me with this story, found out that um, this guy found out that he didn't find out. The problem is somebody related to them found out that this guy's girlfriend was lying to him about going to work. And he was of the belief that, because the person tried to test the water and ask, did so and so go to work? Oh yeah, she went to work. She got off so tired yesterday. She was really tired yesterday when she got off. Blase blase. Only to find out through not snooping, but asking some real questions, finding out that she really didn't go to work, and he's of the belief that she did. So the person want to know, should she tell the person who thinks that his girlfriend did go to work? That's the question. Or do you hold back simply because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. They probably will still stay together. What's your take on it? I got the traffic report coming up. We got traffic report. We're going to find out what's happening on the streets of Nassau real quick, and we'll come back and we get your insight on this one right here on the Star. First look at that Tuesday afternoon traffic. Anya. Oh, Anya. Anya. When Dr. E was on last week, right? She called me the last hopeless romantic, because she's saying that basically everybody's doing it, and everybody's doing it with no care in the world. They're doing it with no connection, no real connection. Ooh, there's no, I guess, there's no spirituality anymore. Because one time ago, people say, oh, you take a vow in front of God, and, people used to honor that. Nowadays, it's like, man, listen to me. And she said it. I said, I asked her, I said, women who just free up and no attachment, no strings, no emotional connection, none of that. And she said, yeah, like plenty, 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 plenty. And that was shocking for me, because I always believe that women are, as we've been told, um, the emotional ones. We're the emotional creatures. We're the ones who, when you give yourself away, um, you feel like, that you have a real connection with somebody. Some people are very careful as to who they give themselves to. Now it seems like there is no loyalty. I see you, I like you, I tell you I like you, I'm attracted to you sexually. Let's do the thing, and what, no strings attached. I may even call you back next week, whereas I may not. And some people are quite, why is this not doing? Some people are quite fine with that. And I'm trying to figure out, when did life change so much that relationships no longer have true meaning? Yeah. I know plenty women like that too. You mean plenty women who what? Who don't need no kind of commitment, no kind of real strings to attach. That's what you mean when you say I know plenty women like that? I got Rihanna and Kendrick Lamar playing with loyalty. Yeah, but so are women now wired different? Is that what's happening? Because there was a time ago where a woman would want to fight if she found out that you was doing to do with somebody else, and she just gave herself to you. Like, how could you do that to me? I just gave all of me to you, and all that lost now is what y'all say. Oh, tell me. Let the song play a little bit. Chelsea, different day and different time and different world. Everything, not just in relationship, everything indicates that it's a different world. Is it a better world though? Is it a world that we've come to accept all of the ills and make all of the wrongs right? Because again, one time ago, people really, 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 really valued relationships. But now it seems as if relationships is just ships. Hmm. No, no. I'm messing with beats. Like the question is how are we going to, for those of us that are parents, how are we going to raise our children? Because telling them what life was like prior to, I think in the video he say people born between 1930 and 1980 are the last of the real people. I kind of want to agree. What y'all think? Boy, this light hot, boy. Beats, this light is hot. 1990? Hmm. 1990. Yeah, we could stretch it. Okay, here we go. That may be why everybody's doing it. Is it because they can freely do it without any worries of word coming back to your home? If it's irrelevant, they'd end up together anyway. Why muffle the truth? Hmm. So, let me get a little insight. The idea of the village, and when I say village, if you think for whatever reason, here, all right, let me tell y'all. Star 106 hits, yes. Kendrick Lamar, Miss Riri right there. It is 21 minutes after the hour, 4 o'clock. Free your mind, Trapsy Tuesday. Yeah, things ain't the way it used to be. It's a very clear indication in so many ways that life has drastically changed. And, unfortunately, not necessarily for the better. Now, I'm going to read a couple of these comments and then I'm going to give you a little more insight on the story. This one says, it's just a different time and a different world, but is it different in a good or a bad way? For most, things have really changed for the worst. This one says, plenty of women doing it, but I'm just not one of them. This one says, I think women have changed due to us having more empowerment before we had to kind of play a role. This one says, no, because now yesterday's wrongs are right, and yesterday's rights are just weird or wrong. Exactly. In the video, the guy says 1930 to 1980 is the last of the real humans in terms of those that had morals and values and, wanted to walk the straight and narrow. Things have totally changed. It just seems to be like the world has gone crazy. It's just a free for all. I think Dr. E pretty much said it best last week when she said, basically, women have detached themselves from being emotionally connected, which scares me because we're wired that way. How are we able to pull the plug on being emotionally connected to somebody before you give yourself away? Now, most men could do it. They said it's easy for a man to, not necessarily have any kind of emotional connection and still be able to, function. Whereas us women now all of a sudden have pretty much adopted the man or the male way of thinking, and we're able to execute it with no problem. So you'll see a woman today with somebody, and sometimes in the same day she got somebody else, and it's nobody's turning up their nose the way they used to. So here's the scenario in which your help would be very, very handy. If you're in a situation where you're privy to information that somebody may be stepping out on their significant other, like I said one time ago, people would care. Now you got to think twice because you know it may not mean anything. It just means that we mad today, and tomorrow we fix it. Now, if you are privy to information that somebody possibly is stepping out on their other, and it's somebody close to you, would you tell, especially when they may not react kindly or favorably? And when I say that, they may have a stroke of ignorance. And when I say that, meaning that they may just quickly blow a fuse, and you may be the cause of something detrimentally happening to someone. Would you still tell? And if so, how would you tell? Or would you turn a blind eye? What would you do? Because the person means a lot to you, they're close to you, but you know that they might totally flip the script, or they might blow a fuse, as we may say. What would you do in that instance? Because not telling will eat you alive, because you know that, what, this person is being taken for a fool, or this person, may be exposed to something that may make them very terminally ill, because everybody's doing it. And I don't know how everybody's gotten so comfortable with that. But if you know that the person may blow a fuse, the question is, will you still tell? Because if something terribly happens, I think you may feel very, very guilty about what may possibly happen. So the question is, will you still open your mouth and say something to the person? And if you do, how would you do it? What would you say? Would you, swear them to, to keep cool and calm and level-headed? Um, would you possibly try to bring the two persons together and maybe be there to monitor and to mediate what kind of conversation or what kind of dialogue will happen between them, if possible? Or would you just say, you know what, excuse me, I'm just going to leave it alone because I don't want no problems? Are we still our brother's keeper? Are we still our family's keeper? Are we still our loved one's keeper? Or is it that you would just say, you know what, I'm going to just leave this alone? All right, 3288164. You can type your comments here on the live. We're Star 106 and Natural Empress. Chelsea, what you saying? Would you tell? Let's say it was your brother. Let's say it was, just somebody close to you, and he have a little ignorant streak, but his girlfriend is taking him for a ride. Would you tell? This one says, I would invite them to the spot where their significant other does their ghost move. After all, Seeing is believing. But what if you don't, Claudine? What if you don't actually know where the ghost move is as such? You just know for a fact that something is going on. And, maybe if you don't have all the details as to what, the fact that you have found out or you've caught um, the person in a lie, would you just probably just expose the lie and maybe the lie will take you to the truth? Talk to me. 328-8164 is the number to call. We're going to take another break right here. Free of Mind, Trapsy Tuesday, right here on The Star.
Yeah, the Bahamas has given you 5.
No, so yeah, we can invite them to the spot. Okay, I would find out. Small world. Boy, listen to me. That takes. Let me play Goose. Hold on. Anya. All right. Okay, I would invite them. Seeing is believing. That's a tough one because your friendship will be over depending on how they react. But later on, time of the hour in today's society, women know but still take it on. Okay, so let's switch it around because in this story that I was told, this a dude. Okay, this dude swear blind that obviously his girlfriend is faithful, right? So I'm going to use one of you as an example. So Claudine finds out, right? Claudine finds out that Chelsea ain't faithful to AJ. Okay? Claudine finds out because Claudine knows Chelsea's boss. Follow me on the story now. Claudine knows Chelsea's boss. Okay? And Chelsea's boss told Claudine that Chelsea ain't been to work in a couple days. Right? But when Claudine asks AJ if Chelsea don't work to the law firm no more, he say, yeah, of course she was there up to yesterday, and she got off yesterday. She got off yesterday, and when she came home, we went out to dinner. Yeah, she was to work yesterday. She had on a uniform and everything. But guess what? Claudine knows that Chelsea ain't been to work, but AJ thinks that Chelsea went to work. So does Claudine tell AJ that she know for a fact that Chelsea ain't been to work, uniform or no uniform? That's the scenario. Y'all tell me. Y'all want me to give you the story again? Okay, let me give you the story again. Claudine knows Chelsea's boss. Claudine and Chelsea's boss was talking, and it came out where Chelsea ain't been to work in a few days. But AJ, who is Chelsea's boyfriend, thinks that Chelsea been to work because he knows she been to work. Now, the question is, does Claudine tell AJ that we know she been to work while perpetrating to go to work? Okay, let me read some of y'all comments. See, because I want y'all to understand and AJ. Claudine and AJ is brother and sister. Okay? Claudine and AJ is brother and sister. And Claudine find out that Chelsea, who is AJ's girlfriend, ain't going to work. She had on a uniform, mind you, but she ain't been to work. So does Claudine tell AJ to find out where the hell she been then? Claudine, show Claudine, she'll tell AJ look into work, because Claudine knows Chelsea's work. Like that square and clear story, eh? Hands down, tell AJ. Tell AJ. Now, see, what y'all forgetting is AJ ignorant. AJ, you ain't ignorant for sure, right? See, because I think when women find out, yeah, we just trip out, you know. We just trip out. We just want to scotch up your car, flat your tires, break the windshield, all that good stuff. But if you have an ignorant man, right, he might want to break up. Now, are you going to feel responsible for what happens to Chelsea by telling AJ who has a short fuse? Now, Claudine, you're in a predicament because that's your brother. You don't want nobody taking advantage of your brother, right? Talk to me. All right, here we go. Beats. Male perspective. Star 106 hits Ghost Move. It's Avi. Way down like, oh my goodness gracious. So we have a scenario. I've been able to put names to it now. So let me throw out the names real quick. Beats is going to put a spin on it real quick before he goes back to his office. But I need a male perspective real quick. So I'm using these guys right here on the live feed. So Claudine.
I got a cousin
Right?
named
That's
Claudine.
Claudine King right here. Claudine and AJ Smith are brother and sister.
Okay.
Now, Chelsea, follow me now. Chelsea is AJ's girlfriend.
Okay.
Okay, so Chelsea and AJ is an item.
Uh-huh.
Claudine and AJ is brother and sister.
Uh-huh.
Claudine is friends with Chelsea's boss. Okay?
Okay.
And Claudine find out that Chelsea ain't been to work in a couple of days, but when she asks AJ, so Claudine, so Chelsea been to work. Where Chelsea? Has she been to work? And AJ say, yeah, she was to work. When she came in yesterday, I was tired as she was. We went out. I took her out to dinner. She didn't bother to cook. I took her out and thing. But this time now, Claudine know that Chelsea ain't been to work because talk to Chelsea boss, and Chelsea boss said, wait, why this girl keep calling in sick? Right? So the question is, does Claudine, who is the sister of AJ, do we tell AJ that Chelsea ain't been to work, knowing that AJ has a short fuse?
Ever straight off the bat, no.
No what?
No, you don't tell her that. You don't tell him that.
Why? So you're gonna let Chelsea continue to perpetrate going to work and possibly losing her job, right? And all their bills become AJ's bills because you wanna duck work. What are you ducking work to do?
That's what I'm gonna say. You don't know what Chelsea might have been doing. Chelsea might have been ducking. Let's say Chelsea boss own a salon,
okay,
right? And Chelsea ain't been coming to work because she been checking out or getting her own space. But it's something that she was keeping to herself, or maybe that's something that her and AJ didn't talk about, but she don't want everybody else to know.
Yeah, but then AJ thinks she to work.
AJ might have know she ain't been to work, and he don't want you know she ain't been to work because you was tell people, oh, you better stick with that short thing. You was that kind of people. Don't put all the egg in the basket.
But remember now, Claudine is talking to Chelsea's boss, who's on the verge of firing her for not showing up to work. Talk now.
Well, if Chelsea is Claudine's, wait, hold on. Chelsea's the girlfriend.
Claudine knows Chelsea's boss.
Okay.
Claudine and Chelsea's boss are friends.
Okay, well, if Chelsea
So remember
Sorry, if
now, Chelsea's
Claudian.
boss called Claudine and said, "We're about to fire Chelsea." But
Okay,
yes.
well, if Claudian really caring about, this is her brother's girlfriend,
Right.
then I would like to think that if Claudian has Chelsea's best interest at heart, she'd say, well, then that's her friend. She's like, you know what?
No,
Just
no,
hold
no,
off
no.
on that.
Claudine ain't
Let
a
me
friend.
talk to her.
Claudine and AJ's brother and sister.
Yeah.
Chelsea is AJ's girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm
So
saying.
Claudine don't have no loyalty to Chelsea. Her loyalty lies with her brother, who is AJ. One more time. One more time for the people in the back. Claudine,
Uh-huh.
I feel like you're doing simple solution maths right now. Okay. Claudine has 5 apples. Okay.
No, I'm following
Yeah,
it.
but you're saying
Yeah.
loyalty to Chelsea. No, the loyalty lies with her brother,
Well, how long they been
Claudine's brother.
dating?
5 years?
5 years?
Mm.
That's more than just a come around. That's more than just a friend.
Right. So my point is, if Claudine is made no, if Claudine is privy to the fact that
Mhm.
Chelsea's boss may actually fire her for not showing up to work consecutively, right? Whereas AJ thinks she going to work.
Yeah.
Should Claudine tell her brother AJ?
No, I think Claudine should, maybe if anything, she should go talk to, well, she ready to talk to the friend that is her,
Who's the
that's
boss?
Chelsea's boss.
Mhm.
Be like, okay, just hold off on that. Let me talk to her to find out
Who are you gonna
what
talk
is.
to? Is
Let
my
me
question.
go talk to Chelsea. What you telling them for?
You going to Chelsea?
That ain't gonna solve nothing. You should go to Chelsea. And if you find out that it is skullduggery that is
How are
afoot,
you gonna find out that?
go talk to Chelsea.
Do you think Chelsea is going to tell her almost or could be sister-in-law that she doing fool?
Well, if I come to you first and I give you the option and you choose not to take that option, then whatever happened after that is on you. Then I
Okay,
could
so
go and go tell my brother.
So that
I
means
could.
that
She could come and say,
so
"Listen,
is
Chelsea."
that your loyalty lies with Chelsea more than Claudine? Her loyalty should lie with her brother, or you're scared of what the brother may do.
Exactly. I don't see it as being disloyal to the brother. I think it as looking at keeping everybody's best interest in heart. What
Chelsea says, the real Chelsea
Yeah.
says, if I know my boss is my boyfriend's sister's friend, I was flying right. That's real right there.
Yeah,
That's real.
that's what makes me even think more. It'd have to be something more to that, something more to the story. You never know. This might be Chelsea's boss and her brother's thingum friend, but the boss might be doing foolishness. The boss might be doing something on the job that make Chelsea feel a type of way, and Chelsea don't want to say nothing because that's so and so friend.
Okay, you got a point there too. But so what would you do in this? Wrap it up.
I would go talk to Chelsea.
And what you're gonna say to Chelsea?
I'd say, Chelsea, what's going on? I talked to Samuel.
Tell
Sammy
Chelsea.
tell me
You ain't been to work.
you want me to work? What's going on? Simple as that.
And she's gonna say, "Oh, I was tired."
Oh, you was tired.
But you're on the verge of losing your job, sis. Like,
Tired like how? Like you depressed or something? Like what's going on?
that's what you say.
Yeah, I mean that's it gotta be something serious. If it's multiple days that
Chelsea
you ain't
might
been
be
to
looking
work.
for another job.
Yeah, that too. That was my first thought, that she's looking for a different job.
Okay.
The second one would be maybe it's something mentally that's going on with her and she doesn't know how to come out about it.
So
The third one
based
is
on-
maybe the
based-
work environment is
toxic.
and
You need a break.
she need a break.
Okay, but if you have how many, and by show of hands, or you can throw out a number. I think at every every job it's different. How many sick days do you have at your job? So if you have not been on the job for more than a year and you have exhausted all your sick days, right? What do you say to that now?
You haven't been to work for more than a year. You got to call in dad. Boy.
See there, I ain't coming to work today. I did.
I did.
Really? Who had that song? It was that
Pricklebush.
Pricklebush, right? Yeah. So you haven't been on
In
the
a
job,
year?
and you've already exhausted all your sick days. Obviously, you ain't looking for no job. What are you doing?
That's
And now
that's
that
concerning.
now that Claudine has found out, Claudine say 5. Claudine has found out that Chelsea aim and going to work,
I still
and she's
getting paid.
exhausted all her sick days, would you not tell AJ?
I mean, at that point, yeah.
What are you going to say to AJ without him
After I didn't talk to
striking her
Chelsea,
to the floor?
if I didn't talk to Chelsea and Chelsea ain't making no sense.
Oh, it's
Chelsea,
going to
I
have to
can
make
look at
sense.
Chelsea and see the Chelsea lying through her teeth.
Right.
I can talk
You
to
can go
AJ.
to you can go to brother.
Yeah, because he need to go talk to go figure out what's going on. Because it might just be something mental. It might just be that this gal seriously depressed about something. Maybe she have a uncle who just died, and
You exhausted all
it
your sick
just
days
really
in
hit
one
her.
year because
I
your
don't
uncle
know.
there.
I don't know, Empress.
AJ,
You
the
never know
real
what's going on in
AJ, the real
people's life.
AJ says, simply put, AJ will find out with or
Yeah.
without your help. But when AJ found out, you knew. That determines how trustworthy you appear in AJ's eyes. Because your words ain't gonna mean anything. That's Claudine's words ain't gonna mean nothing because that's his sister.
I understand that, but
Cause let's just say,
it
let's
takes
just
time.
say,
It don't make sense. You find us out Monday, right? As easy it is to send a WhatsApp, you could send a WhatsApp or go talk to Chelsea. You find out Monday and you're gonna go tell AJ Monday. At least wait till the end of the week when you could go and talk to the gal to give her a chance to explain and talk for herself. Maybe the two of y'all could go to AJ together. If it is something serious, y'all could go to AJ together. If you know that your brother is someone who have a short temper.
right.
But it doesn't make sense that you know that this is an excitable person. You go on them with half the fox, you ain't get the full story.
Well, you could get the full story by bringing AJ and Chelsea together and saying, "This is what I heard. This is what I've been told by Chelsea's boss."
Yeah, but then the thing about it that's like a setup type situation. That's almost like an ambush.
Hmm.
But then if Chelsea know that you is the boss friend, that Claudine is the boss
That's
friend,
what Chelsea said.
yeah,
If you know that
she
you're
must
the
see
boss,
and know. That's
yeah,
the
she
only
know, she know,
she know.
yeah, she knows.
Wow. Right
Because
now, Claudine probably get her the job in the first place.
probably
Yeah.
when you see maybe
That's even more reason why she need to go talk to her.
ah, Beats always is the voice of reason. You see that? So don't go to AJ is the final word.
I say don't go to AJ. I say
Not
get
first.
all the fox first,
Okay.
and then you go.
Got that? All right, good. Thank you so much, folks. Another Trapsy Tuesday under the bell. Top of the hour, 5 o'clock. You drive at 5 with yours truly and DJ AI comes your way.
So watch this. Watch this, Empress.
Hmm?
And you know this has happened in I didn't want to say this on radio, but you know that because you know these sort of things happen in the Bahamian workplace. Suppose Claudine friend, right, who's the
Claudine
boss,
Fern, who was the boss?
was trying to get a little something
Off.
off a homegirl.
Oh, no,
And
he don't like women.
I listen, I just using the situation. I
I'm
don't
just
know.
giving you another scenario.
Okay, so he don't like
Maybe,
women.
let's say he don't like women. So they like, or maybe somebody on the job
Yeah,
is trying to
it could be
proposition
someone on the
her.
job, and because
So you can stay on the job rather than speak up. You can take a day off here and a day off there and exhaust all your sick days.
you
That
don't know what
make
type
no
of person
sense.
this gal is. She might be the type of person that is afraid of, like he said, the brother is a hothead, and she know if she could go and tell him, and he would go to that job and be in Foxhill the next morning. So
True.
I don't know, her way of dealing with the situation is trying to run from it, trying to look for a different job. So in a situation like that, it would be better to talk to her first to find out what's really going on, if it's something that you could help with.
This one says, AJ, the real AJ says, I think you're diving too deep in their relationship. When you see it starting to suck you in and you're finding yourself in the middle of a family feud, you need to find a way up for air. Who needs to find a way up? Claudine?
That's what I trying to figure out. There's a loss on that one.
Honey. Okay. Stretch. All right, guys. Bye, guys.